You get put on and stuff like that. But when I talk to people and I tell them that I knew a real Crip, you heard me. The first nigga I ever met was a Crip, you heard me, and I know a real Crip. That Crip that showed me what Crippin' is. I'm a whole Damu, you heard me. But nigga that showed me what Crippin' is, you heard me. And I tell them about you, you heard me. So tell them
Yeah,
about the
for real.
activities of like your daily walk through life, being a Crip, in those early ages, 13, 14, 15 years old.
Hey, Will, this shit is fucking cold.
Rounds. What's happening with your rounds?
What's going on, my rounds?
Oh man, you know me, dog. You dig? Same old shit, just a different day. You heard me?
Yeah, real
Yeah.
shit.
Man, it's good to see you, my nigga. You heard me?
Yeah, likewise,
Yes,
man. We got
indeed.
all
Yes.
this new social media video shit, and we barely be tapping
I know,
in.
man. You heard me? You know we old school gangsters. You heard me?
Yeah,
You did.
straight up,
Nigga, we could. We'll still be working off the chirp.
straight up,
You
nigga. No
remember
lie.
that chirp? You had about five of them bitches. You heard me?
Hell yeah, no
Yeah,
shit.
man. Yeah, bro. So, what happened was I started up a YouTube channel. You heard me? And I've been procrastinating on doing it for like the past year because I was like, I'm gonna wait till I get a camera and lights and all this other bullshit. You heard me? Man,
Yeah,
fuck that shit. You heard me? I'ma just talk to my niggas. You heard me? Everybody got a story to tell. You heard
real
me?
shit.
Everybody
No
got a
doubt about
story to
that.
tell. You heard me? So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna reach out to all my friends and get their stories. Cause I got a lot of interesting friends. You heard me?
Said I got a lot of interesting friends.
I do. I do. And guess what? You're one of them.
Yeah,
You're one of them. You heard me?
straight up,
Yeah, man.
straight up.
You here on the show with me, dog. You heard me, and just for all my
I
friends and
appreciate it.
family that's watching
Appreciate
and
it.
shit. You heard me, and I appreciate you coming through. You heard me. Um, let's start at the beginning. You heard me. Well, first tell the people how old you is.
Man, 42 years old.
You 42 years old. You heard me. Now, where you from?
State wise or
Man, first, tell me, nigga, we raw. I want to know these
oh
people
yeah, I'm
want to
from
know.
San
They want to
Diego,
know everything,
California.
huh?
I'm originally San Diego, California.
Yeah.
I'm from neighborhood Crip out here on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Southeast San
go.
Diego. For all y'all that don't know where it's at, we located in California, the bottom of the map, right next to Tijuana.
Tijuana, you heard me?
Straight up.
All the Mexican pussy you could muster, you heard me?
On the real. Sure,
Straight up,
they
that
throwing
good
it too.
that good shit, you heard me? All right, so let's talk about you've been from Diego your whole life.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's talk about your elementary upbringing, your
Oh man.
beginning stages of becoming a Crip.
Well, shout out to my cousin Sirius Black. Started his dad, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in Bloodhood in the Brims and 5'9" Brims. And I went to elementary school there. I got my first job in that area, all that. So, you know what I'm saying? I really wasn't a gangbanger. You know, I played basketball. That was my pride and joy when I was in elementary school. So as I grew older, by the time the sixth grade, I found out I had an uncle that was really out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? I never had a father figure. I had a stepdad, but you know, my real biological father, he was nowhere around. So I kind of gravitated to my uncle upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Then he had a son, which is Sirius Black, you know what I'm saying? Me and him was like peas and carrots. So it's like I kind of adapted what my family was doing, and them niggas was gang banging. So nigga, I start gang banging. Nigga, I hopped off the porch, nigga, right in enemy hood, for real, for real.
And how old you was when you did all this?
Shit, by the time I was 13, I was banging. That was in 1993.
Right, right.
I was 12.
So you was in the middle of a blood neighborhood and you was neighborhood Crip?
Most definitely never banged nothing else.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so um, how was the upbringing and the gang banging? You know,
Well,
like you get put on and stuff like that, but when I talk to people and I tell them that I knew a real Crip, you heard me? The first nigga I ever met was a Crip, you heard me? And I know a real Crip, that Crip that showed me what Crippin' is. I'm a whole Damu, you heard me? A nigga that showed me what Crippin' is, you heard me? And I tell them about you, you heard me? So tell them
yeah,
about the
for real.
activities of like your daily walk through life, being a Crip, in those early ages, 13, 14, 15 years old.
Well, when you that age, you young on the block, you like the fresh fish. You got big homies and older homies that's been doing it for a long time, and you don't do what they say, but you trying to like impress them. You know what I'm saying? You want their blessing. You don't want to be labeled as oh this little nobody ass nigga. But when I found out who my uncle was, I had to. It's first of all, it's in my blood because that's my uncle. That's my mama's big brother. So I knew who was in me. You know what I'm saying? So once I start, it's a book. You know what I'm saying? Called "Baby Insane in the Buddha." He a snitch, but you know what I'm saying. My uncle, a lot about my uncle was in that book because he was named after my uncle. You feel me? So right after the snitch nigga comes me and my cousin. So it was a little bit rougher than normal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people was bad mouthing about my uncle's name, so we had to get into it with a lot of our homies. Plus, we grew up, like I said, we was in enemy hood, so we had to deal with that. Like we'd walk to the store for our grandmother to get a slice of pizza or some bread or something, and the brim niggas be like, "Oh, we got them off the yard, nigga. Run the fade." You know what I'm saying? They always respected us and gave us fades. Nobody never shot up my granny's house. Unfortunately, my auntie, you know what I'm saying? God rest her soul. Her house did. You know what I'm saying? But that was later on in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You knew you was there, nigga.
Yeah,
Don't I know. Shout out to my nigga Stickman Slim.
yeah, yeah.
But
You heard me?
man, it was rough, bro. You know it was rough, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah,
we had to do like it was you know how I roll, bro. I was mostly by myself too, you know what I'm saying? Me and my cousin, we rode together for a little minute and then, he can't be there 24 hours with me, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So a lot of the dudes that I grew up with before I started banging, when they used to catch me at the store, they be like, "Oh, you got to run the fade." You know what I'm saying? You a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was telling me I was gonna be a Crip before I knew what Cripping was, just because who my uncle was. They was like, "Oh,
Right.
you live in this house? Oh, this the Crip house." I'm like, "The Crip house? What? Nigga, I want to be Michael Jordan when I grow up. Nigga, I don't know
Yeah,
what you talking about."
yeah,
But by the time like I said, when I turned 13, that shit changed, bro. I was catching fades. I'm going to get a slice of pizza from my favorite pizza place, and a dude that I grew up with used to play basketball with. He like, "Nigga, oh, you's a whoop whoop whoop, nigga. I need the fade." Next thing you know, we scrapping in the pizza store. I remember my cousin, he caught a fade in the pizza store. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's all respect now, and it was expected. You feel me? I knew it was gonna happen, so I knew what I
yeah,
signed up for. You feel me?
yeah,
And teenage years, you know what I'm saying? It's same scenario. It's just now you got a little name for yourself because you started when you was 13. Now you 16, 17. Motherfuckers in enemy hood know who you is. Now it's time to go to your own hood and hang out and do all that and basically be a damn target. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah.
you feel me? It's God, man. He blessed me to see different. You know what I'm saying? I grew out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I had hell to tell the captain for sure.
Oh yeah, in your time, what I witnessed, you heard me? Yeah, you was a bad motherfucker, you heard me? I
Hell
ain't never
yeah,
seen you. You ain't really no big nigga like that. You heard me? Like you not tall, you dig. You know what I'm saying? You just an average sized person. You heard me? And
for real,
but you big with it. You feel me? And you got the heart of a lion. I ain't never seen you
straight up,
back down from nothing. You heard me? I ain't never seen you run from nothing. I ain't never
ever.
seen you turn nothing down. You heard me? You been a
No
stand up
real for real.
nigga ever since I met you. You heard me? Yeah,
I
man.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Man,
I
you know,
appreciate
man.
it, man.
You know you my dog for life. You heard
Straight
me?
up,
Straight up. You
straight
heard
up,
me?
dude. Straight
So
up.
Hood real.